シュバルマラン AA ランドファミリーに加わる準備はできた？グルメ系 AA に出てくるみたいな超豪華なご飯も欲しいぜ。
両選手、準備ができたようですね。それではホテルドゥボール特別料理対決開始。
カトラリーの準備も完了。冷凍の時間よ。最高の一品よ。
とにかくそこのレストランからナタ産の野菜を至急調達したいと依頼を受けて、僕とイファが来ることになったんだ。
俺は付き添いでな。さあ行くぞ。おっと逃がすかよ。
月始めの3日間、飛行物を連れて外出してはいけないらしい。
参ったな。
ここは昔レムリア時代に建てられた公衆浴場で、確かモデストの秘典に書いてあったような気がするわ。
真の偉大なり蛮族滅びよ。
古竜の時代の謎の遺物、それに俺がフォンテーヌに来た理由を合わせて考えれば、例の密輸事件の捜査を逃れたものかもしれない。
僕の師匠にして母の黄金レインドットさ。彼女が僕をモンドに向かわせた時、ある大きな課題を与えたんだ。世界の真相を探せというね。
なんで街の中に魔物がいるんだ？想像してたよりも状況がひどいみたい。
また敵が来るぞ。
本件の被告人、セピロス騎士団調査小隊隊長アルベド。
何をしたんだ？殺人事件？
ホムンクルスが暴走して理性を失い、他者を傷つける狂気的な行動に走る。
魔女会と正式な会談を行うことを願ってるんだ。
あら、そんな勇気のある子がまだモンドにいたの？
天地が逆さになった時、人は世界の本質を知る。なら盤面が逆さになったら、
なぜ罪のない人を。
どうしてこんなことに？ヴィレットが襲撃にあって。
これはレムリアが戦争のために用意した薬物なのよ。人体研究という課題を諦めたことは一度もない。モンドの法律にのっとり、被告人アルベドを殺人および死体遺棄で有罪とする。今も近くから聞こえるよ。
お？なんだ、バルバトスか？
ファルか？
गाइस रिडीम कर लो। कोई चैट पे है तो लिख दो एक बार, अगर मेरी आवाज़ आ रही है तो। एक बार मैं भी लिख लेता हूँ। एंड बाय द वे गाइस, सभी का स्वागत है न्यू लाइव स्ट्रीम में। मैं बाद में अपना इंट्रोड्यूस करवाऊंगा, तो पहले तो ये कर लूँ। और सेकंड चीज़ मैंने गलती कर दी, मेरे को शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम करना चाहिए था, लॉन्ग स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ मैं। Okay.
Hello everyone! Welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.6 special program. I'm Jane Jackson, the voice of Varessa, and I have two awesome co-hosts with me today. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
What up, my dudes? My name is Johnny LaQuasto, and I'm the voice of Aoife.
Hey, your turn.
Hello everyone, my name is Emily Cass and I voice Escoffier. I'm so excited to be here.
And I am so excited to be hosting alongside you two today.
Oh, by the way, Emily, I have to say, the way your chibi's tail moves around is so cool.
Oh, actually, it's not a tail. It's a self-adapting movement signal tracking support mech. It's a piece of tech, basically. It helps Escoffier in the kitchen and in combat. It's one of her essential utensils.
But it looks so much like a tail.
Yeah, a lot of people think that. And considering how it looks, people even call Escoffier a demon chef.
Ah, okay, that seems a little extreme.
Yeah, I'd say so too, but honestly, I don't know much about Escoffier. Can you tell us more about her, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at her profile. Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg.
Oh, cool.
The hotel is famous for the extremely popular and exclusive Gâteau de Bourg.
Wow, exclusive?
Yeah, only a limited amount of slices are available per day. Escoffier is a master of precision gastronomy, which means she approaches cooking as a science. She even develops advanced mecha to use in her cooking process.
Wow, that's some dedication to her craft.
Of course, in Escoffier's kitchen, no dish is ready to be served until it has her stamp of approval. And when she likes something, she gets completely lost in the flavors. It looks almost like she's in heaven.
That sounds incredible, but what if she doesn't like it?
Oh, then she'd probably say something like...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove. You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom.
Wow. Intense.
I promise Escoffier is actually very well-mannered most of the time. But when it comes to food, she couldn't be more strict. It's all for good reason, though. Escoffier believes her mission as a chef is to make haute cuisine accessible to all. So she's not just strict on other people, she demands perfection from herself too. Because that's the only way to make her dream a reality.
Oh, is that why she develops all those cooking mecha?
That's right. With their help, even people who are short on time or cooking skills can be capable of making a good meal.
Ha, okay. That feels like a personal call-out. But seriously, though, I'm telling you, I could use something exactly like that.
Same here. Emily, you said Escoffier used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Bourg. Does that mean she doesn't work there anymore?
Yeah, that's right. She even had to spend time in the Fortress of Meripede.
The Fortress of Meripede? What happened?
We can't divulge the details right now, but all will be revealed in Escoffier's story quest, treasured above all. So be sure to check it out if you're interested, travellers. You'll also be rewarded with extra ascension materials for Escoffier. Oh, and travellers will get to take part in a one-of-a-kind culinary showdown in this quest. Not only will travellers get to experience Escoffier's mentorship firsthand, but special guests will also make an appearance.
Special guest, nice. Huh. Okay, I see blubber beasts and romaritime flowers. Wait, do we have to cook 4 blubber beasts using romaritime flowers? That's not much to work with.
All I can say is, trust in Escoffier. She can work wonders.
Oh, I'm definitely a believer. Okay, so we know what she can do in the kitchen, but what about on the battlefield?
Right, let's get into it. Escoffier wields a cryovision and is a powerful addition to freeze-focused teams, which brings us to one of her talents. When Escoffier's elemental skill or elemental burst hits an enemy, she can reduce their resistance to hydro and cryo damage. The more hydro and cryo characters in the party, the greater the reduction.
Okay, so it looks like the enemies here aren't actually frozen, but the resistance reduction still takes effect.
Yeah, that's really important. As long as her elemental skill or burst hits an enemy, the reduction takes effect. The enemy doesn't need to be frozen. That means the talent works on bosses and other unfreezable enemies.
Wow, so it seems like any character that deals hydro or cryo damage can benefit from that talent. I can definitely see her being a powerful support in freeze teams.
True, but Escoffier's not just a support. She can dish out damage as well. With an actual dish.
No way.
Yeah, and when Escoffier unleashes her elemental skill, she summons a cooking mech to the field that follows the active character and periodically fires projectiles at nearby enemies, dealing cryo damage. So with her ability to shred resistance, she basically buffs her own damage. In addition, her elemental burst restores HP to the entire party.
Incredible. Okay, so she can buff the party, dish out damage, and heal. Wow, sounds like she's pretty versatile.
Yeah, and thanks to a different talent, she has another ability that really showcases her skills as a chef.
Ooh.
If you hold her elemental skill, the cooking mech she summons can absorb elemental energy and convert it into a delicious dish.
Whoa, I've never seen a talent like that before.
Okay, so you don't even have to prepare the ingredients yourself? Bro, that's awesome.
Yeah, and plus she can produce several kinds of dishes this way.
Well, that will be so fun to check out in game.
Totally. So take note of this next piece of news, travelers. In the first half of version 5.6, we'll have event wishes for Escoffier and Navia. A new 5-star polearm, Symphonist of Sense, will be featured on the weapon banner. Our new 4-star character, Aoife, will also enjoy a drop rate boost on the first half banners.
Aoife! No way, bro.
I think that's my line, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, and another bit of really exciting news is that travelers will get to spend more time with these two in the new version.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Okay, take a look at this clip and you'll see.
All eyes are on me. Lowly servants, behold, the almighty Dragon Lord's magnificence! The heck are you on about? Why does no one ask for the autograph of the almighty Dragon Lord? Kahula how? Oh, wow. No way, bro. What? You little... Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Do you even hear yourself, bro? How dare you! You insolent, contemptuous Huh? What are you on about? No way, bro. Huh? Seriously? Seriously? Do you even hear yourself, bro? Darn it. Oh, wow. No way, bro. Do you even hear yourself, bro? You're hopeless. The almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulao's wisdom is wasted on you. No way, bro. See you later. Huh?
Oh, you meant Kukuku and a how. Wow, I feel like those two could argue forever.
Dude, you don't know the half of it.
Hang in there, bro.
You too, huh? Man, this bro thing is really taking off.
Well,
I agree.
Kuku is just that infectious. So, travelers met Aoife in the previous version, but since we now have the chance to add him to our parties, want to give us a formal introduction, Johnny?
I thought you'd never ask, Jane. Absolutely. As most of you probably know, Aoife is a Saurian vet from the Flower Feather clan. In that land, humans and Saurians live and fight side by side. Saurians get sick and hurt just like everyone else. So Saurian vets do a very important job in that land. And Aoife is a really good one. In fact, you've probably heard of some of his accomplishments already. Like how he saved Kukuku's life, and now, of course, Kukuku works as his trusty assistant.
Yeah, Aoife is practically a miracle worker. I heard Ahau got sick one time, so Kaniche took him to Aoife for treatment, and what do you know? Ahau was better in like 2 seconds. Imagine that.
Sounds like Aoife really knows his stuff. I wonder if he can treat all kinds of dragons, like even ones from other nations.
I guess, in theory, yeah, I don't see why not. Plus, if it was an emergency, Kukuku could help him get there in no time.
I mean, I heard the Flower Feather clan is known for riding Kukasaurs, but this is less riding and more dangling, isn't it?
Hey, this is a Kukuku appreciation zone only, all right? But seriously, just wait until you see him sprint. He spreads out those huge wings, and it's super awesome. Oh, and while we're on the subject, if there are any travelers who haven't done the part of the Ochkanatlan World Quest where you chase down the evil dragon, try it out with Aoife. It'll be a completely different kind of flying experience.
Yeah, I see that. Although it looks more like Aoife is chasing down a patient for a checkup.
Yeah. So, okay, what else can Aoife do in combat?
Well, Aoife is an Anemo Vision user with a lot of tricks up his sleeve. For example, when faced with aggressive enemies, Aoife can unleash his elemental burst and fire a therapeutic sedative, creating a wind current that pulls in and restrains enemies. Yeah, of course, as Aoife's good bro, Kakuku also helps him out in combat. With Aoife's elemental skill, Kakuku lifts him into the air, giving him an aerial advantage in combat. And while in this state, Aoife can continuously fire tonic shots, which deal Anemo damage upon impact and restore HP to the entire party.
Oh, nice. So what kind of team comps work best with Aoife?
Well, to answer that, we should introduce one of his talents first. When Aoife is in the Night Soul's Blessing state, he can use his Field Medic's Vision to increase swirl and electrocharge damage based on the total amount of Night Soul points across the entire party.
Okay, so he works well with characters that can trigger swirl and electrocharged reactions, and characters that can generate Night Soul points. He seems like a really flexible unit.
Yeah, he is. Plus, in areas with Natlan's phlogiston mechanics, if your current active character or Indwelled Saurian's HP drops below a certain percent, Aoife can consume his own phlogiston to heal them.
Nice, putting those medical skills to use.
ये भी
His
सही
kit
है.
seems really intuitive, and he helps with exploration. I feel like exploring the sacred volcano will be a lot easier with Kakuku to dangle from.
What can I say? He is a helpful little guy. Now, moving on to our next bit of news, a new boss is coming in version 5.6, the Secret Source Automaton Overseer device. Travelers will need to defeat it to obtain ascension materials for Escoffier.
Huh. I feel like we faced something
अरे
like this
ग्रिम मेरे को
before.
chat
That's
दिख रहा
because
है,
this
मतलब
boss has
delay
the
नहीं
same
है,
origins
मतलब
as the
मैं ही
Secret
पीछे
Source
हूँ बहुत.
Automaton configuration device from version 5.1. Both are pieces of ancient dragon technology.
They almost seem like two parts of one terrifying monster.
Okay, Jane,
but no, obviously नहीं कर रहा.
this is where we should wrap this part up, I think, because travelers can search for their own answers to this in-game. Now, let's kick off the event portion.
Oh, wow. There are Natlan characters in Fontaine? Is it because of a festival or something?
Not a festival. An amusement park organized by Navia and the Spina di Rasula. Auroron and Aoife are there to deliver Natlan produce for the event. But it's not all veggies and good times, unfortunately. Against the backdrop of the festivities, a smuggling case is uncovered, leading Kanich and Risley to cross paths.
A Saurian hunter and a prison warden. Sounds like a fun pairing.
Yeah, right? I actually have a few sneak peeks to share, so let's take a look.
Weird. Why is Ahau cowering behind Kanich? I would have thought he was too proud for that. Oh, wait. It must be because of Fontaine's ban on flying objects.
Exactly. Ahau and Kakuku made the journey all the way to Fontaine and happened to arrive just in time for the ban. Ahau was able to hide, but Kakuku got scared and flew straight into the Palais Mermonia. Auroron thinks Kakuku will manage to send all of the important documents in the Palais flying around the building.
Oh no, that can't end well. Well, what about Aoife? Isn't he going to come to Kakuku's rescue?
Don't worry, with Nervalette and Risley there, Kakuku's in good hands. Plus, he might even learn a new phrase or two. Hey, check it out. Risley managed to teach him one. Anyone want to guess what it is?
Oh, I don't really know what it could be. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see. Anyway, I wanted to point out there are two dragons in this picture. So, does that mean Nervalette could, like, interpret for Kakuku? You know, dragon to dragon. Oh, I can't wait to see how their interactions go.
Honestly, I can't even picture it, but I just know it's gonna be hilarious.
Yeah, there's nothing we can say that beats the real thing. So, if you're interested, be sure to check out all the shenanigans in-game. And trust me, there are a lot of them. Always makes me laugh. Now, on to the actual amusement park. Let me give you some background. It's called the Cheval Moran Film Fantasyland, and it's the brainchild of a well-known engineer and film buff with the Spina di Rasula in charge of the financing, construction, and general operations.
Oh, Lapine Paulina's back. didn't she almost go bankrupt after basing her research on that fake story? I hope her investment pays off this time.
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Come on board? Why are my fraud alarm bells ringing?
It's not like that. If you don't trust Lapine Pauline, yeah, okay. Her track record isn't great, but at least trust Cheval Morin and the Spina di Rosula.
If you say so. And how do we make sure we don't run it into the ground?
Well, if the Traveler agrees to come on board, Lapine Pauline might be in a better position.
Wait, so this is a management sim? Okay, tell me everything.
You got it, bro. Travelers will be in charge of operations, like upgrading the facilities, expanding the park, and managing the staff. During each business cycle, travelers will need to allocate their precious funds and action points to the most important tasks based on their management needs.
And plus, Navia recruited Master Chef Escoffier to run the park's theme restaurant. Woo! The dishes she creates can give you unique management buffs, so don't miss out.
Absolutely. You can also increase your revenue by adding different kinds of attractions. For example, in Eclectic Escapades, visitors can experience unforgettable adventures where they fly through the air or dash underwater at high speeds.
Wow.
Or there's Movie Masterpieces, where you have to use special abilities to reach the end of the stage and seize the treasure. Before launching these attractions,
अरे बाप रे गया नेट शायद मेरा
travelers will need to...
Yeah, that doesn't sound too bad.
And plus, once you get down to business, you'll be rewarded for your efforts.
Ooh, do tell.
Oh, I will. Reach a certain point in the operations and you'll be able to claim all sorts of rewards, including Primo Gems and a new 4-star bow, Sequence of Solitude.
Awesome! More Primo Gems to save for your next pull. Which reminds me, we still haven't finished announcing the event wishes, have we?
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry to keep you in suspense, travelers. In the second half of version 5.6, we'll have returning event wishes for Kenichi and the Raiden Shogun.
Nice.
Plus, the chronicled wish banner will be returning in version 5.6.
Okay, finally.
I know a lot of travelers have been waiting for that, so check it out if you're interested.
Yeah, you have to. And best of luck on your polls.
All right. That was a lot of info, so let's take our first break. Here's the second redemption code, travelers.
Okay guys, second code. Sorry guys. ये बफरिंग क्यों हो रहा है? नेट तो सही चल रहा है मेरा. गाइस मेरा स्ट्रीम सही चल रहा है ना? एक मिनट रुको, यहाँ पे हम क्वालिटी कम करके 720 पे ही चल रहा है यार. एटलीस्ट सही चलना चाहिए. ले भाई.
The Windbloom Festival, once a celebration of flowers, now shrouded in unease.
Okay.
Why is Albedo on trial? Who is the young man in the courtroom? And is he friend or foe? What tidings does the Dodo communication device bring this time? The answers to these questions and more in the version 5.6 Archon Quest.
Nice voice.
Nice.
Ah, shucks, thanks.
So, we finally make it back to Mondstadt, and Albedo's on trial. I don't even know what to think. But something tells me there's more to this situation than meets the eye.
Well, I've put together some information about the case. Let's go through it and see if we can uncover some new clues. So, here's the deal. Albedo's been accused of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, and the case is being tried in secret. The logistics captain of the Knights of Favonius, Hertha, seems to have compelling evidence against Albedo, so the situation is serious.
I'm sure Hertha is just trying to do her job and uncover the truth. But there has to be some kind of misunderstanding here.
Well, in court, the evidence does the talking. Travelers will have access to Albedo's office on the second floor of headquarters to do their own investigation into the case and hopefully track down some clues.
So I saw Jean, Kaya and Eula in the courtroom. All members of the...
ले भाई क्यों हो रहा है बफरिंग क्यों क्या हो गया अब नेट पूरा सही चल रहा है 1 मिनट अगर मैं बिट रेट कम करूं तो अब सही चलना चाहिए
Knights of Favonius, which makes sense. For a long time. Sounds like we finally get to hear how he's doing. As for Alice, we know she's the mother of the most adorable Klee and an elder of the Hexen Circle. But I wonder why Venti needs to get in touch with her. Wait, could it be because of the monsters in the city?
Oh, you know what? In Amber's anthology chapter, she did say the number of monsters around Mondstadt has been skyrocketing lately.
Right? And now there are even more monsters in the city. So maybe Venti is reaching out to Alice for help.
I think you two are onto something. And if we take a look at this map, we can see that a lot of our old friends have joined in on the fight to defend Mondstadt.
Wow, this is kind of emotional. Mondstadt was the beginning of everything. It's the place where travelers met their first companions and embarked on this whole journey. Now it's in crisis. Hopefully travelers can do something to stop it.
Oh, they can, but it won't be an easy road. Alice can offer something to help, but travelers will need to pass a trial first and defeat the king and queen on the chessboard.
Anything to defend Mondstadt. I'm sure travelers aren't scared of a little trial.
Okay. Then let's take a look at what awaits them.
भाई सभी एलिमेंट मिक्स है यार ओके एक में हाइड्रो है एक में इलेक्ट्रो है एक में पायरो किंग के पास पायरो है
Alice will preside over the first phase of the trial. The trial takes place on a chessboard, but the rules of chess don't exactly apply. Look closely and you'll notice some of the pieces on the board can harm the king. Travelers can use that to their advantage to create an opening and dish out damage. But in the second phase, there are no chess pieces to use. Travelers will need to rely on their own strength to emerge victorious.
It looks like there's a different Dodoco presiding over the second phase. One wearing a blue hat. Is that a different mage from the Hexen Circle?
Ooh, I wonder which one.
Well, travelers will have to uncover that for themselves.
Ooh.
As for the second phase of the trial, let me offer a quick piece of advice. The boss has some extremely powerful attacks, but freeze reactions can help you create an opening.
Maybe jot that one down for later, travelers. So, we know there's murder, an attack on Mondstadt, a Hexen Circle trial, but we have no idea how all of this is connected. Seems like there's a lot for travelers to uncover. You know, if you think about it, first Natlan had a crisis with the ley lines that almost ended in death. Then, a similar crisis happened in Liyue, and now Mondstadt is in danger. I can't help but wonder if this is all some kind of terrible omen.
Yeah, but look on the bright side. It's another chance for answers. Maybe we'll uncover new clues about forces we've encountered before, or what we can expect on the road ahead.
Or maybe we'll even get one step closer to the truth of Tavat.
Yeah, and then travelers can give us all the answers.
Yeah, I think we're gonna leave all that hard work to you guys.
All right, okay, well, let's lighten things up and dive into the remaining version 5.6 events.
Woo.
Yes.
First up on the docket is an event that brings us back to Fontaine, where travelers can test out their tactical brilliance in the new war game, Operation Downpour Simulation.
Dude, nice.
Oh, I know. This war game comes with all new offensive and defensive gameplay. The key to success is really understanding your game pieces.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, for example, is it a melee or ranged attack piece? Can it quickly break through obstacles, or maybe even bypass them entirely? Once you feel like you know what you're doing, you can test out your skills and help. The actual gameplay is pretty simple. What this event really tests is strategy. For example, when adjusting your defensive lineup, you can even set traps for your opponent.
I see a button called Defensive Simulation. Looks like we can use it to test out our strategies?
Mm-hmm, that's right. And once you set the defensive and offensive lineup that works best for you, the battle is ready to begin.
Yeah.
And while your opponent tries to break through your defenses, your job is to use your chosen offensive lineup to outmaneuver their strategy. The side that breaks the opposing formation first, or makes greater progress within the time limit, wins.
Wow.
Okay, so it sounds like it all comes down to strategy. All right, so get tactical, travelers.
Now, if that last event was mostly about brain power, this next one is all about firepower.
Let's go.
Okay, let's take a look at the gameplay. Think this is a simple battle for coins? Ha, well, think again. Players will have the opportunity to indwell Saurians at certain points. Use their abilities to your advantage, and you might be able to turn the tides in your favor.
This looks so fun. You could just stay in Saurian form the whole time and blast all the other players away.
Oh, if only. The Saurian form only lasts so long. But even in human form, you have Natlan character skills at your disposal. So the goal is to collect as many coins as possible to secure victory.
Nice, bro. So, this next event is called Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems. I'm sure at this point in their journey, travelers have gained their fair share of companions and have tested out their skills in a variety of different situations. But maybe there's a character you want to learn more about, like Escoffier, for example. Let's say you want to test out her potential in different team comps. Then, I highly recommend trying out this event.
Chronicle of Shifting Stratagems gives travelers the opportunity to study and test out different team compositions. The event is divided into different levels of difficulty, and there are also challenge buffs to take advantage of, so make sure to take that into account when forming your teams.
Okay.
Travelers can also take a look at the challenge record and see how their friends approached each challenge. Could provide some food for thought.
Nice. Sounds like the perfect excuse to do some experimentation and think outside the box.
Indeed.
All right, moving on to some Genius Invocation TCG updates. First, a new card skin will be added to the card shop, so check it out if you're interested. Travelers can also look forward to new character and action cards added to regular mode.
Nice. More food for the card sharks.
There are also some major updates to automatic artistry.
Oh, so in addition to the character and action card updates, the elemental reaction effects are different.
Yeah, and during the match, there's now a card refresh option as well as mechanisms for character enhancement and replacement, so the gameplay should be even more engaging. Travelers might even be able to come up with some new strategies and surprise their opponents with unexpected moves.
That's right, and finally, the Ley Line Overflow event is returning in version 5.6, so don't miss out.
We won't, and let's take our last break. When we return, we'll talk system optimizations and a cool collab. See you on the other side, travelers.
Bye.
Okay, last redeem code guys, ले लो. Mod बाकी यहाँ पे टेबल है. बफरिंग क्यों हो रहा है यार? ईफा
Welcome back, travelers!
Welcome back!
Welcome! Let's jump right into system optimizations. Some travelers provided feedback that the brilliant blessing enhancement process in the Imaginarium Theatre was a bit confusing, which made it difficult to level up strategically and optimize character turn order. So, in the version 5.6 update, the dev team has made the brilliant blessing details page a lot more intuitive, which should make it easier for travelers to make strategic level-up decisions.
Nice.
Yeah, and in addition, rewards will be available for completing the star challenges in the new season of the Imaginarium Theater that begins on June 1st.
You know what would be nice? A restart button after the final act. As it
यार क्या हो रहा है ये? रुको भाई.
stands right now, finishing the final act takes you directly to the credits, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if you just missed that last star challenge? That would be such a bummer.
Yeah, the dev team has received that feedback as well, so a restart button is also being added to the new update.
Oh, nice.
Let's go.
That should make it
yes,
easier to
yeah.
get full stars. All right, so this next update addresses another common problem. Travelers have probably noticed that when you go to raise a character's skills, the skill descriptions can be pretty long and dense.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. It's important for travelers to have all the details. But it's also easy to get bogged down in the weeds, so this is something the dev team has been working on. Starting in version 5.6, the descriptions on the talent and constellation pages for new characters will be optimized to be more concise, so it's easier for travelers to grasp the core information. Of course, travelers who prefer to dive into all the details can always expand the content for a more comprehensive description.
Nice! Sorting through all that information should be a lot faster now.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
Our next optimization is for the treasure compass. Travelers provided feedback that while attempting to complete Natlan's warrior challenges, it was difficult to locate where to pick up the quests. So, after the version 5.6 update, the treasure compass can now track those locations.
Woo!
Yeah, they can. Warrior challenges are important because that's how you get obsidian fragments, which you can use to unlock tribal secret spaces, right? It would be nice if the treasure compass could track those too.
It can! And once your exploration progress is high enough, the treasure compass will be able to pinpoint the location of tribal secret spaces as well.
Wow.
Similarly, at a high enough exploration progress, more chests from various nations can also be located using the treasure compass.
Oh, nice. That should really help travelers that are stuck at 99% exploration progress.
Map pins have also been optimized. Starting in version 5.6, travelers can now delete custom pins in batches.
Ooh, that should make it a lot easier to start fresh if you're someone who really likes to go ham with the markers.
Definitely. Well, that wraps up our system optimizations. So now it's time for some out-of-game news.
That's right. First, we have some exciting collaboration news to share. Genshin Impact is partnering with the global beauty brand Charlotte Tilbury to launch 2 limited edition sets.
Wow.
So, let's watch the preview trailer for the collaboration.
मेकअप वालों के साथ कोलैबोरेशन कर लिया जेंशिन वालों ने काइंड ऑफ अच्छा अगर ये भी खरीदेंगे कोई भी एक कोई ये खरीदेगा ना फिर भी उसको प्रीमोस मिलेंगे वेल डन
But I have even more news. In addition, Genshin Impact's third Natlan OST album, Radiance of Flame, is coming soon. Yeah, The album contains various tracks composed by the Hoyo Mix team for the Collective of Plenty and other regions, so stay tuned for the drop.
Awesome. Oh, it's gonna be amazing. The music's gonna be so cool. So
You know
But
it.
Traveler क्या लग रहा है यार? Oh, कट गया.
Okay, let me check my scroll here. Yeah, that's all the information I have about version 5.6.
Yeah, me too. What about you, Jane?
I am just so excited to uncover more about the Albedo trial mystery and to defeat the new boss on the chessboard.
And I can't wait for you all to meet Escoffier. It's been so much fun working on her, and I just think you're gonna love her.
And to follow that up, Aoife is finally playable, and of course he's gonna have Kukuku right by his side, but the mini-games are always so fun and creative.
Absolutely.
Just can't wait.
Well, that's it for the version 5.6 special program. A new adventure awaits. I hope it brings with it new friendships, new answers, and a whole lot of fun. Well, and with that, all there's left to say is, see you in game, travelers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Song of a Welkin Moon. कुछ डाल रहे क्या ये? ओके खत्म हो गया. Is that it? शायद यस यहाँ पे खत्म हो गया शायद. एक मिनट जाते हैं भाई. हाँ यहाँ पे ख़त्म हो गया गाइस. मेरे को बस ये इंतज़ार नहीं हो रहा अभी जो आएगा, क्या कहते हैं, ये मॉन्स्टर का जो आर्कन क्वेस्ट है. मेरे को लगा साइड क्वेस्ट होगा, बट ये था. चलो भाई आर्कन क्वेस्ट आ रहे तो बहुत अच्छी बात है. अल्बीडो का वो डेटा क्यों आ रहा है? एंड गाइस मैंने अभी जस्ट डाउनलोड किया ये गेम, तो पूरा सेटअप करने वाला है. कितना ब्राइटनेस है. और ये भी लगा देते हैं. ग्राफिक्स की कमी है भाई. गेम को वॉल्यूम थोड़ा सा हाई करते हैं. इसको यहाँ पे हम करेंगे मीडियम. FPS रखेंगे 60. मोशन ब्लर ऑफ. ठीक है.
How many forging commissions do I still have to finish? Let's see. 1, 2. Not so many as I thought. I'll get to them tomorrow.
चलो भाई रिडीम करते हैं गाइस. रिसोर्सेज नहीं, अकाउंट में जाके रिडीम कोड. एक मिनट. हाँ GI56 पैरालोजिज्म ऐसे कुछ. पैरालोजिज्म ऐसे कुछ कहेंगे हम. ओके ये पहला हो चुका है और सेकंड वाला करते हैं हम. सेकंड वाला करते हैं शेफ Escoffier 0507. डन. और अरे बार बार ये क्यों आ रहा है? ईफा का कू 0507। चलो गाइस, यहाँ पे हमने कर लिया रिडीम और तुरंत यहाँ पे आ चुके हैं प्रीमोजेम्स। लेट्स गो। मेरी आवाज आ रही है ना वैसे? हाँ, देखते हैं भाई। चलो जी, एक स्पिन मारते हैं। नहीं, 2 स्पिन मारूंगा ना शायद। नहीं, एक ही बजेगा। लेट्स गो। 2 बजेंगे, सॉरी। कुछ नहीं दिया। कुछ नहीं दिया। अब शॉप में जाएंगे। तो अभी भी ये पड़ा है। अभी कोई 4 स्टार नहीं देंगे। जेंशिन वाले इतने वही हैं। ओ, कोई इवेंट है ये। अच्छा, अभी आया ये। नहीं, अच्छा पुराना है। ओके, मैंने देखा नहीं है ये। टेस्ट रन भी नहीं किया मैंने।
I bought a plan on the purchase. Again? I was watering it every day. Ugh, don't tell me I overdid it this.
चलो भाई, यहाँ विश में क्या दिखा रहा है? अच्छा, ये चीज। अरे यार, ओके, बाइजू की स्टोरी दिखा रहा है एक तो। शियान्यून। क्या मैं उसकी कर चुका हूँ ना? हाँ, इस आईडी में शायद मैं उसकी वो स्टोरी कर चुका हूँ, मिजुकी की। मारते हैं भाई, चलो ओपोनेंट्स को। गाइस, कौन कौन है स्ट्रीम पे एक बार बताना। अगर पहचाना, अगर तुम लोग जानते नहीं हो मेरे को, तो मैं अपना इंट्रोड्यूस कर देता हूँ कि मैं कौन हूँ। हैं एनिमी? अच्छा, ये रहा।
Hear the echoes of the valley.
Look at you, Foozhound. Think you can bully me?
अरे वो भी तो है। पायरो स्लाइम्स। अरे आर्ले का ये खत्म हो जाना। हाँ, अब ठीक है।
Transfixed. name's Echo!
You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
This is where you fall.
22.
Overruled!
चलो जी। नेक्स्ट करते हैं गाइस यहाँ पे। ओके यहाँ पे है, बाकी यहाँ पे भी है। उनका टेम्परेचर एक बार चेक किया जाए, कितना टेम्परेचर है? 39 40। भाई साहब। हेलो ब्लैकबेरी, क्या हाल है? वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम।
Transfixed! Let the mountain's veins boil!
Final warning!
Pew pew! Can't handle your drink.
Witness my
खत्म हैं? हेलो धनंजय, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। हेलो सिद्धू भाई। अरे मैं सिद्धू भाई नहीं हूँ। तुम लोगों को लग रहा है क्या कि मैं सिद्धू भाई हूँ? मैं मस्त। तुम बताओ। मैं भी बढ़िया भाई। यहाँ पे कोई ओपोनेंट है? ओके, कंप्लीट द चैलेंज बाय प्रोटेक्टिंग द ले लाइन। करके देखते हैं। गाइस जो न्यू आ रहे हैं प्लीज मेक श्योर लाइक कर देना, एंड अगर हो वैसे पुराने तो दोस्त लोगों के साथ शेयर कर दो। मैंने तो कुछ कहा भी नहीं इनको, पहले पंगे लेने लग गए। कुछ ज्यादा ही ठंड है भाई। एक मिनट, मैं गलत सही जा रहा हूँ मैं। पहले तो आग की तरफ जाऊंगा, वहां से जो ये बार है कूलिंग बार, ये पहले कम करूंगा, देन हमारा मिशन होगा शुरू। 3 2 1 लेट्स गो। ओ भाई
Stop right there!
अरे 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 अरे
Laid bare. Bring it!
अरे 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 अरे
Letting brave names echo!
20,000। अरे भाई साहब, कैरेक्टर बिल्ड नहीं है, मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ। तो हमारा लास्ट जो है हम करेंगे नहीं, वैसे वो थोड़ा टाइम वेस्ट होगा एक हिसाब से। तो तो हम ये वाला करेंगे।
Transfixed! Let the mountain's veins boil! Cling it!
अरे
Do not attempt to resist!
अरे 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 नहीं 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 नहीं
They're still
चेवरस गई।
there. Laid bare. Hear the echoes of the valley. Bring it.
Look at you, Boomtail. I'm a rock.
चलो जी लेट्स गो। हमारा ये भी हो चुका है। हम जाएंगे यहाँ पे।
Ad Astra Abyss.
चलो जी। ओह वेट, इसलिए मेरे को नहीं आया वो। रुको, अब आएगा।
Ad Astra. Thank you for.
ये तो किया ही नहीं मैंने। और क्या क्या है? हाँ, ये मिजुकी वाला क्वेस्ट कर चुका हूँ मैं। चलो गाइस, आगे बढ़ते हैं। यहाँ पे टीपी मारेंगे।
Final warning! Laid bare. Everlasting as the moon!
ओ इसको तो लगा ही नहीं कुछ।
Transfixed.
ये तो नहीं कहेंगे ना कुछ ना। हमको यहाँ से नीचे जाना पड़ेगा लगता है। चलो बढ़ते हैं आगे। हेलो सिद्धू पाजी, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। पाजी मेरे तो ना मैं की कहा मैं गौर नहीं किया फटाफट बुला लो। मैं किन्ने बजे घर आया? मैं 5:15 बजे घर आया सीगा ते माता ने विच विचाले काम देता ते बाकी कॉल्स आ रही सीगियां वो अटेंड करके फिर मैं फटाफट स्ट्रीम की है। बट ये नहीं देखे कि लैंडस्केप च सी पोर्ट्रेट च सी तो बाई मिस्टेक मेरे तो लैंडस्केप हो गया। ओके चलो गाइस क्वेस्ट करते हैं।
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deed, but even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead! Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions.
ओके हेलो निमेश, हेलो किरितो, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या हाल है? एंड बाय द वे गुड मॉर्निंग सिद्धू पाजी।
Let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
कूलर का कोई फायदा नहीं भाई, 41 डिग्री पे अटका पड़ा है भाई। 39 से 41 आ गया।
Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something. But, it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that picture over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
बेहोश हो गया ट्रैवलर। सिद्धू भाजी हेलो, चैट में हो क्या?
Traveler, this is no time for a nap. Oh, come on.
आवाज भी फेड आउट हो गई। ट्रैवलर्स हो गया भाई गहरी नींद में। हेलो, क्या कहते हैं? हेलो ट्रस्टी, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। क्या हाल है? योपा जी। गाइस लगा लो, मैंने अपनी आईडी में आफ्टर 6 और 7 मंथ, आई थिंक नवंबर के बाद एक मिनट, नवंबर को मैंने आगे ये सुमेरु वाला स्ट्रीम वो नहीं किया मैंने क्वेस्ट। अब गेम स्मूथ चल रही है। अब कहाँ पे जाना है गाइस? सीधा सीधा ओके। हेलो ग्रीन, वेलकम बैक। बट वॉचिंग 1 क्यों दिखा रहा है भाई अगर तुम लोग हो यहाँ पे? अरे लो भाई कटसीन। आई थिंक आप सो के उठा होगा। नहीं, अगेन कट सीन। या सुमेरु आर्कन क्वेस्ट। ट्रस्टी तेरे को पता ही है, नवंबर उससे पहले मैंने इनाजुमा किया था, उसके बाद आगे मैंने हाथ ही नहीं लगाया। सुमेरु इमोशनल है ये वाला। ओके ट्रस्टी एक काम करना, सिद्धू बाजी से कॉन्टेक्ट करना, वो पूछना कि कितने घंटे की स्ट्रीम करूँ मैं।
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that he's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now? Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
मतलब लास्ट कट सीन ऑफ सुमेरु। अच्छा, लास्ट में इमोशनल है। ओके ओके।
Well, we're at... good question. Where are we? Hana was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is. This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here.
ये बट इन्होंने ऐसे नहीं बोला था कि ये जो क्रॉनिकल विश जो भी है, जो अभी सभी करैक्टर्स रीरन आ रहे हैं, ये पहले कह नहीं रहे थे कि जब वो एक इवेंट आया था मिजुकी वाला उसके बीच में आएगा, इन्होंने डिले नहीं कर दिया ये काम? मैं तो अभी जस्ट देखा, नहीं तो मेरे को लगा कि वो तो आके भी चले गया होगा। मे बी शायद रेडन शोगन रिटर्न आई है, उसकी वजह से इन्होंने ये ऐड कर दिया, उसमें रेडन नहीं है, दैट्स वाई शायद इन्होंने ये ऐड किया।
Oh, no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
स्टिल 40 पे अटका पड़ा है ये, कम हो जा मेरे भाई।
Whoops.
टिकधारी?
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidia Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board, but if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll...
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He's chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious?
मेरे को ये बता, अगर तो स्पेस के बाद सिद्धू बाजी करेगा, फिर देन अपना कब करेगा? जॉनी, next time do short stream. हाँ, ठीक है. Okay, सिद्धू बाजी.
Let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari. Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure. Let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
ऐसे तो अगर तो यहाँ पे भी करेगा तो यहाँ पे भी फिर बंदे पूछेंगे ना, तो वही है भाई. बाकी अगर मैं बोलूँगा लाइव स्ट्रीम, मतलब इस 2025 में अगर मैं बात करूँ इस मंथ, तो लाइव स्ट्रीम से ज़्यादा अगर वीडियोस डालोगे, वीडियोस प्लस शॉर्ट वीडियोस, तो बेटर रहेगा. बट लॉन्ग वीडियोस देखो पता है टस्सी.
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once
Cutscenes
I
डाल दिया तो बहुत अच्छी
explain
बात है.
everything to you.
Cutscenes डाल सकते हैं.
Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can
Time नहीं
conclude
मिलता
that
मेरे
you
भाई.
experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own, at least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay? Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right. Paimon knows we're set on meeting. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
ये दो जाने एक आईडी से बात कर रहे क्या? कौन? सिद्धू जी?
Well, considering if he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could... Huh? You mean... Oh, well, that's it, but it seems like asking Kainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good idea.
वैसे एक और चीज चेक करना था मेरे को टिग्नारी किस पीटी पे निकला है, क्योंकि 50-50 लूज किया हूँ मैं. वेट अ सेकंड. अरे शॉप पे क्यों जा रहा हूँ? हिस्ट्री. दो 5 7. रुको दो अलग कर देते. 5 10 15. ओ 16 17 18 19. रुको मेरे को 21 पीटी पे टिग्नारी निकला है भाई. अर्ली 50-50. हाँ अर्ली निकला बट 50-50 आ रहा हूँ. तो यू कैन से कि मैं अभी ग्रंटेड में हूँ. और नाविया निकालूँ या रेडन निकालूँ समझ नहीं आ रहा. हाँ शिरन भी निकाल सकता हूँ सिद्धू भाजी. C1 में ये है कि उसका जो वो रोलर स्केट वाला है वो बढ़ेगा, बट C2 करना बहुत मुश्किल होगा, तो मेरे हिसाब से काइंड ऑफ पॉइंटलेस होगा. हाँ वो देखते हैं. मेरे को वो निकालना है, क्या कहते हैं, नाविया का वेपन निकालना है, सिग्नेचर वेपन. वो मेरा फर्स्ट वेपन होगा. अब मेरे को लगता है उसके लिए मेरे को प्रीमो जेम्स इकट्ठे करने पड़ेंगे. चलो मैं VC आया हूँ वैसे.
Next, let's see your right hand. Not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look, Kale, today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may encounter... Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
सिद्धू बाजी VC में बैठे हैं already.
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Okay,
got it.
ready,
I'll be right there. All right. We'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
Hello. Hello. आवाज आ रही है?
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today?
Hello. अच्छा.
Tanari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but that
Hello.
doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger. Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads,
Okay,
maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Hi, Mom! Traveler! This way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ पता नहीं वही तो पूछना है
Nothing wrong with these two lamps. Let's... Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
बस
The statue of the
एक
Seven
मिनट
is
मेरे
up
को
on
ये
top
बात
of that
समझ
large
नहीं आ
rock
रही
formation.
गेम मेरी
You
तरफ
must
से
have
सही
seen it
चल
when you
रहा
came
है
down this road before.
बट यहाँ अगर मैं
It's
स्ट्रीम
pretty
देख रहा
high
हूँ
up there, isn't it?
तो वहाँ पे
Don't
लैग
worry.
चल रहा है
If you're afraid you can't make it
20
up there,
FPS दे रहा
I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the
है क्या
statue.
बात हुई
Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there. Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about... that depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? Huh? Greater
आवाज
Lord
थोड़ी एको जैसे आ रही
Oh,
किस में स्ट्रीम में या डिस्कॉर्ड में
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few
आरटीसी
hundred years
रिकनेक्टिंग आने
ago.
लग गया डिस्कॉर्ड इशू करने लग गया मेरा
According to what Master has told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana. Uh-huh. Then what happened? Well, when that...
फैन की आवाज तो नहीं आ रही ना मतलब जो फोन कूलर यूज कर रहा हूँ मैं
I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest. Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru? Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But... maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand. No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
अभी भी आरटीसी कनेक्टिंग आ रहा है
Because you two know Amber, right? Wait, Amber? You mean... Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart
मम्मी का
around
फोन
her.
यूज किया जाएगा अब.
If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
एक मिनट गाइस, यहाँ पे माइक ऑफ करता हूँ मैं.
Sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure, you really like Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust, really. I wish I could tell you more about the Ginger Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Ginger Archon? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
Alright, you both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later. Let's get started on cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below. Nice work! That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale. We're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay! Food! What kind of goodies did you bring? Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
No! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita.
They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there. Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale! It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So, Kale, don't you think that Tighnari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but he's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature, but Master is actually very kind at heart. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tighnari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset, though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why, is he going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you. Hey! Now even Kale's starting to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharvaville. I think Master and the others should be back by now, too.
Huh? What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
What could the children be up to?
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tighnari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tighnari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet. All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest,
Guys,
I
जो new
didn't
आ रहे, please
realize
make
you
sure
were
like
that
करना
honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now.
और subscribe
I've
करना मत
also heard
भूलना.
all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma. So just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am
मैं
going
phone
to
पे
tell
हूँ.
you because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tighnari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes. It's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on affected areas of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Guys, कौन-कौन है stream पे?
We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
Alright, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the Traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo!
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilot Paralogism. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Nilot Paralogises can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct. The Nilot Paralogism grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive... The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Cowpelata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is There should be Nilot Paralogises growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount. Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be able to resist the withering's corrosive effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, he may not have a vision, but he's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
Seems the rumors about you were true then. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close. Stop. Don't move any further. Look there, in the distance.
Huh? Where? Oh, look! Those plants have withered! That whole area is kinda gloomy. Even the air looks like it's filled with ash. Oh, Paimon doesn't like the look of this.
That is the withering. All right, traveler. We're gonna have to enter that withering zone. Once inside, we'll need to look for what we call tumors of the withering. If we eliminate those, then the area will be saved. Thank you. But I must warn you, don't push yourself. This is your first time handling this sort of thing, after all. Even with elemental powers, once you step inside the withering zone, you may experience extreme discomfort. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death. You ready then? Let's go. First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
Lay to bear.
गाइस बी राइट बैक मैं 5 मिनट में आता हूँ.
Transfixed.
Great work. Now that all the branches have been cleared, we'll need to take care of the tumor.
Bring it! Scratch that!
Now! Destroy the tumor of the withering! Yes. Thanks to you two, we were able to quickly restore this area back to normal.
Tainari? You make it sound like we did well, but why does Paimon have the feeling you're worried about something?
It's that obvious, huh? Alright. It's like this. Recently, the rate at which... If that simply meant more work for me, then that wouldn't be an issue. But it's far more severe than that. The withering is leaving lasting... For instance, even though we cleared out the withering zone, many of the plants that were affected will not recover. This presents a crisis for the ecosystem itself. Many plants in the rainforest are already in decline, directly impacting the wildlife that depends on those plants. And most disturbingly, as the appearances of withering zones have started to increase, Kale's case of Elazar has also become more serious.
Huh? Well, why's that?
I'm still not sure of the exact reason. However, I've received word from acquaintances at the academia that similar cases are being reported for patients with other conditions. No, none that we know of. The withering has been recorded in Sumeru for millennia. It's said that it originates from the depths of the world. Oh, by the way, have you heard of Irminsul before? Irminsul is a tree located deep beneath the surface. Although it isn't like any tree we know in a biological sense, I'm sure you've heard of ley lines, right? They're like the roots of Irminsul, spreading and extending from a massive cavern deep underground all the way up to the surface. Ley lines continually absorb the memories of this world, which are then funneled into Irminsul, The Dendro Archon is known as the God of Wisdom because her consciousness is directly connected to it. It is also said that the Dendro Archon's power is a manifestation of Irminsul. And as for the withering, its emergence is related to a disease that's affecting it. That's right. My ancestors learned of this from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's familiars a long time ago, but even those mysterious creatures did not know of a cure for Irminsul. I'm afraid we Rangers will be battling the withering zones here for a long time, until a cure is found. Alright, that's enough on this topic for the time being. Now that we've taken care of things here, it's time for us to head back to Gandharvaville.
Oh, Tainari, you all made it back. How did it go?
The withering zone you reported has been taken care of. No need to worry. Huh? Wait, is that? Oh no, Hypatia!
Huh? What's wrong, Tainari?
This Duskbird is Hypatia's designated courier for urgent news. You do remember her, don't you? She's the scholar you and Paimon were following when you first arrived in Sumeru.
Oh, her? How could we forget? So did something happen?
Let me see what's written in the letter first.
So what's it say? And what's with that weird expression on your face? Just let Paimon read it. Huh? All Paimon sees are 3 squiggly lines.
Yes, allow me to explain. After we brought you from Hypatia's cave to Gandharvaville, Hypatia resumed her meditation. She must have just finished. It's been nearly 3 days since she's had anything to eat, and it appears she's forgotten to prepare some rations. This letter is her asking us for help. We need to go.
What? You mean she's been sitting there for 3 days? Hey, wait, how did you know all that from just a few lines on the paper?
Well, obviously because this has happened before. Last time she drew 5 lines, and by the time we found her, well, I'd prefer not to remember that. Needless to say, Hypatia's been through worse, but we should still get to her as quickly as possible. I've got some emergency rations set aside for times like these. Paimon, Traveler, could you two bring these to her?
Wait, you want us to bring her the rations? But will the Traveler be okay if her cave is still filled with that funny incense?
Let's find out. Here, Traveler, take a smell and see. So, how do you feel?
Huh? Really? You're not feeling even a little drowsy? But wait, how'd you know that he'd be okay this time, Tainari?
Back when we were clearing the Withering Zone, I observed that he could adeptly manipulate the Dendro element. I knew then that he would be fine. And if I may ask, when I was telling you two about Irminsul's ley lines, was what I described similar at all to what you saw when you were unconscious? That's correct. Those weren't hallucinations at all, though I don't intend to apologize for deceiving you. Because what you saw is of significant importance, not just for the nation of Sumeru, but the entire... My forefathers were shown much favor by Greater Lord Ruka Devata. We took an oath to protect this nation together with her. Now that that duty has fallen to me, it was a part of my responsibilities to ascertain whether you could be entrusted with the fate of Sumeru. Now, after seeing you in action with my own eyes, you have earned my confidence, and I no longer feel the need to hide any secrets from you. When you passed out, your consciousness had connected directly with Irminsul. What you witnessed were actually real memories contained within Irminsul itself. I could try to tell you more, but it would be better if you went to ask Hypatia instead. Her focus on meditation and use of Spirit Borneal are aimed at establishing a connection with Irminsul, just as you did.
That sounds nice and all, but will she really help us? Seriously, she completely ignored us the last time we tried talking to her.
That was because when you ran into her, she was in a special phase of her training. During that time, she must avoid communicating with others. Please, wait here for a moment. Here, take these. It's a meal I packed for Hypatia, as well as some other ingredients. I'm sure it'll come in handy. Also, here's a letter that I would like you to give to her. Just show it to her, and she'll answer any questions you may have. No, I should be the one thanking you. You've both been a great help these last few days.
Hypatia should still be in the cave. Let's go inside and see how she's doing. food. Let's try looking around the area. Hypatia, are you alright? There's no way we can get her to eat. Huh? Huh? How'd things out here end up looking like this? What happened? And what? Really? Oh, maybe you're right. Let's go investigate the area. Wow, this place is huge! Paimon knew there's something off about that cave. Let's think of a way to get over there and have a closer look. Who knows? Maybe we'll find a lead of some kind. Huh? What happened just now? Why'd everything around us suddenly change?
Laid bare. Justice will prevail. Witness my rise. Overruled. Let engraved names echo.
Diana Special! Pew pew!
where you fall. Overruled. Let the mountain's veins boil! Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Okay. Hello guys. भाई फोन है भाई, उत्कर्ष भाई क्या बोले, वो तो आएगा ही, फोन ही ऐसा है। बाय द वे क्या हाल है, वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। नंबर दिख गया तुम्हारा, कर लो भाई कॉल, फिर ब्लॉक भी खा लोगे सीधा। ओ ठीक है। मेरा कुछ नहीं जाएगा भाई, अगर मेरा नंबर गया तो लीक हो गया तो मेरे को कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। कॉल जितना मर्जी मारी जाओ, सभी ब्लॉक की लिस्ट में जाएंगे। जब तक कोई जान पहचान बंदा ना हो तब तक बंदा ब्लॉक में रहेगा। फोन ही ऐसा मेरे भाई, 720 ही देगा। अगर पीसी होता मेरे पास अच्छा तो सीधा 1080 दे देता। और मैं मीडियम ग्राफिक्स में खेल रहा हूँ। चलो कंटिन्यू। ओए नीचे जाना है क्या? मैं बोल तो रहा हूँ भाई, एक साइड पे ये भी देख लो कितना डिग्री, 42 डिग्री पे चल रहा है फोन मेरा। और रूम टेम्परेचर बहुत वो है बेकार, जिसकी वजह से टेम्परेचर बहुत ज़्यादा हाई चल रहा है। स्ट्रीमिंग टाइम होता है मेरे भाई।
What in Tibet is going on here? This place is getting weirder by the minute. Hey, what's the matter? You don't look so good.
हैं? हाँ, मैं यूज़ कर रहा हूँ नियर मी नार्जो 70 टर्बो। अगर तुमको सेटिंग्स पता है कि भाई कैसे क्या करूं देन कांटेक्ट कर लो, क्या पता वो मेरे लिए हेल्प हो जाए। बॉस फाइट। ओ फिर से आ गया ये।
Looks like we meet again, traveler.
The Abyss Herald! What are you planning to do in this strange place?
Strange place. Plotting. You needn't worry about such things. They don't concern you.
60 है हाँ। समझ गया।
Bring it.
ओह इसमें अब पूरा स्मूथ चल रहा है।
Think you can bully me? Yeah! Look at you, Boozound!
You asked for it! Drop your weapons!
ओरे
Laid bare. Hear the echoes of the valley. Stop right there. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Yeah! Huh? Why can't we beat this guy? Oh, Paimon doesn't get it! We faced others like him before! What's wrong this time?
Traveler, though you may have managed to avert countless crises before, your good fortune was bound to end sooner or later. It's time you realize how weak.
हाँ 45 पे जाता है मैक्सिमम। 45 पे मैक्स में जाता है ये हीट।
Your sister. Oh, pitiful traveler. Are you really so ignorant? Or are you just living in complete denial? Her Highness has long since forsaken you. Your meager existence in her eyes is that of an annoying bug, only to be stepped upon. The bonds of love and family which drive you to find your sibling are utterly gone. Your journey is meaningless. But don't you fret now. Today will be your last. Now die!
डिफॉल्ट सेटिंग पे हीट हो जाता है, क्या फायदा। रियलमी वाले फोन्स में बुक कुछ लिमिटेशंस डालते हैं यार। हैं? ये तो फिर से वही जगह पे आ गया।
What do we do? We haven't seen Hypatia anywhere out here. Oh, there she is! Quick, let's see how she's doing.
Ah, so sweet.
Well, the good news is that she's still conscious. Hey, oh, guess that makes sense. Anyways. Whoa! Wait a sec. Look at all this fruit lying around her. We can put that to good use.
Who is there? Tainari, is that you? Huh?
It's okay. You can relax.
ये देख सकते हो ना तुम, ये देखो जीटी मोड है इसमें, अभी स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ तो 40 FPS दे रहा है, अगर विदाउट स्ट्रीम करूँ तो 50 या 60 दे देता है कभी कभार। और बाकी एक ये ऑप्शन है गिग ट्यूनिंग वाला, और अगर मैं बाकी गेम्स लगा लूँ, फ्री फायर है BGMI, दोनों में 90 FPS देता है, फ्री फायर में भी देता है।
I see. So, you're friends of Tainari. I apologize for all
without
the
doing
trouble I've
stream
caused
सही
you.
चलता है, but with stream बहुत
I'm grateful that
FPS
you
ड्रॉप
came so
करके
quickly
देता
to
है।
save me. You even brought all this fruit.
Well, actually, we didn't bring the fruit. It was already here when we arrived. We were kind of wondering about that, actually. When we found you here, there was all this fruit lying around and even some juice dripping from your lips.
और बताओ उत्कर्ष भाई क्या हाल है आपके?
Oh, really? I seem to understand now. All the fruit was likely from my neighbor. Must have come by and saw me like this.
Your neighbor? You mean there's someone else living nearby?
Oh? So you're able to see them too?
Wait, hold on a second, traveler. You say that before we arrived, you saw some mysterious creature and suddenly had a strange dream? Isn't that a little too crazy to believe?
No, I actually do believe what the traveler is saying. I myself had a similar experience once before and ended up scaring my timid little neighbor here. You needn't worry. They mean you no harm. They only dragged you into the dream because they hoped to buy themselves a little time and...
So, Hypatia, just what kind of creature is your neighbor exactly?
I'm not sure what it's called, to be honest. But I do know that they have some sort of deeper connection with the Dendroarchon.
बाजी आप क्या करते हो? मैं कुछ नहीं करता, मेरा काम है वीडियो एडिटिंग करना, दूसरों का चैनल मैनेज करना। अब जैसे जिसके चैनल पे मैं स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ, उनके चैनल का मैनेज मैं ही करता हूँ वैसे।
My heart was still pounding.
अगर कोई वीडियो अपलोड करनी हो या फिर कोई शॉर्ट वीडियो अपलोड करनी हो, तो मैं यही करता हूँ।
And at that very moment, I suddenly
पाजी का
noticed a small
बिजी
figure
शेड्यूल
at
चल
the
रहा है, तो उसकी
opening
वजह
of
से
the
उन्होंने मेरे को
cave.
बोला स्ट्रीम करने का, तो
In
मैंने
my
कर दिया।
curiosity,
अभी मैं कर
I
रहा हूँ
began to
वैसे।
walk over to the creature. They must have already been used to me living in the cave, because they didn't seem to mind me approaching them.
मैं अपना
They
इंट्रोड्यूस
just kept
करवा देता हूँ।
doing
मेरा
whatever
नाम
they were up
जॉनी है।
to.
मैं
It
पहले
wasn't
जेंशिन
until I
इम्पैक्ट की
crouched
स्ट्रीम
down next
करता
to
था,
them
अब
that they suddenly
ड्यू टू
realized
सम
that I
इशू,
could see them.
आई नो बोल सकते हो पर्सनल इशू,
And
घर में भी
then I had a
कुछ
dream. By the
प्रॉब्लम्स
time I
हैं थोड़ी
came
बहुत,
to, they were
जिसकी
nowhere
वजह
to
से
be
मैं
seen.
खुद स्ट्रीम नहीं कर
I
पाता।
was convinced
And
they'd
second
never show up
चीज,
again.
टाइम टेबल नहीं
But
बैठ
sure
रहा मेरा।
enough, I saw them nearby a few days later.
तो तुम
And they
लगा
weren't
सकते हो
alone.
कि अगर मैं
I
करता हूँ
feel like
स्ट्रीम
they
तो
aren't as afraid of me as
बहुत
the first
रेयरली
time
करता
I
हूँ मैं,
approached them.
वो भी तब जब मेरे
But
को
I
लैपटॉप
never would
मिलता
have
है
expected them to save me.
दोस्त का।
Yes, no doubt about
By the way,
that.
nice to meet you, Utkarsh bhai.
By the way, Tainari mentioned in his letter that you had questions for me regarding Irminsul. Sorry about that. Sounds like just drinking juice still isn't quite enough for my stomach.
Well, if somebody hadn't dropped the food earlier... Anyway, looks like we'll need to prepare something ourselves. Besides, Paimon's getting hungry too. Let's eat first and talk about Irminsul later. Alright, we're up, traveler. Today's menu will feature sweet madame and a radish veggie soup. You'll love them, Hypatia. They're our specialties after all.
Sounds good. I've never tried any dishes from other nations before. I certainly look forward to it. It's been so long since I've had a decent meal, too. To be honest, the last time had to be when Tainari came to visit.
बाजी मेरे पराठे घर भिजवा देना प्लीज। अरे वो तो सिद्धू बाजी भेजेंगे ना, मैं थोड़ा ना भेजता हूँ। मानता हूँ, चलो मैं डिलीवरी बॉय था बट काम छोड़ दिया भाई। अब सिद्धू बाजी को बोलो कि पराठे भेजे। अच्छा, पॉइंट्स की जगह पराठा रखा हुआ है, वाह भाई। अचार खत्म हो गया। सिद्धू बाजी, welcome back by the way.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
भाई एक साइड लग रहा है कूलर का कोई काम नहीं है, मेरे को लगता है रिफंड करना चाहिए। मैं तो रिव्यू कम दूंगा भाई अब ये कूलर को। वो जरा भूख लगी थी मेरे को। अच्छा मतलब उसकी वजह से आपने अचार खत्म कर दिया पूरा।
Are you already finished cooking?
By the way, good morning सिद्धू बाजी।
Smells
तो वैसे अब तो टाइम कितना हो रहा है?
I'm truly thankful whenever I can enjoy a proper meal like this. Cooking really isn't my forte.
Okay. अच्छा उतने 7:30 बज रहे हैं।
Even though
ठीक है ठीक है।
everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spirit-born eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so.
Good morning, Paji. Good
Everyone
morning.
at the academia even lauded me as a genius. You should know that some researchers spent their entire lives without ever successfully connecting with Irminsul as you have.
Okay. मतलब कितने सब्सक्राइबर हो चुके हैं?
Allow people to connect to Irminsul.
The ingredients used
When
to
we
make
reach 30
Spirit-born eel
likes,
primarily
30
consist
likes
of plants created by
है।
Greater Lord
But अगर शेयर
Rukkhadevata.
करोगे तो हो जाएगा।
These special
But ये
ingredients
fake
are
ID से मत करना
conducive
कोई
to
भी।
heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power
पाजी
lies
बिल्लो
within
बग्गे बिल्ली
Irminsul,
आंदा की ओ
we can
एक मिनट
occasionally
guys, एक
tap
मिनट,
into
एक
her
मिनट।
powers to peer into the depths of the earth. Naturally, anyone who can establish a connection with Irminsul in their first ever attempt must be a person of great understanding.
हाँ चलो एक का सवाल है पाजी बिल्लो बग्गे बिल्ली आंदा की करेगी का मतलब क्या होता है? बिल्लो बग्गे बिल्ली आंदा की करेगी मतलब जो नीले
That was primarily due to
मतलब
his body's unique constitution.
जो बिल्लियाँ
Stimulated by
मतलब
the
कैट
incense,
आइज वाले जो
he
लड़के
could
होते हैं
perceive the Dendro Archon's
ठीक
power
है?
and experienced a
वो
sensory
उनके
overload.
अरे कैट आई वाले
Hence the
लड़के
adverse
जिनकी आंखें
reactions.
वो थोड़ी
Taking in any
वो हैं,
sense similar to the
बिल्ले टाइप
ingredients
है।
of Spirit-born eel would cause adverse effects.
हाँ हाँ
Not to worry though.
हाँ, हाँ।
It appears you've
तो
already fully
वो-
recovered.
वो उस चीज से वो
Technically,
लड़की
your
से
body
पूछे कि
should
वो
still be sensitive
मतलब
to
वो
the powers of the
उसका
Dendro
क्या
Archon.
करेगी?
But unless you're using
मतलब
intentional
हमारी तरफ क्यों नहीं
meditation
वहाँ पे क्यों
techniques,
जा रही है?
the scent of Spirit-born eel should no longer trigger such reactions.
Well, that's relief.
हाँ
I
मतलब कि
must
चिकने लोंडे
admit, I am quite envious of your abilities. Even if it meant suffering from pounding headaches for
Let's
the rest
reach
of my
20 watching
life,
and
I
30
consider
likes
it
for
worthwhile
today's
so long as I
Welkin
could
giveaway.
connect with Irminsul
बहुत
at
tough
will.
वो टास्क है।
Whoa, you're really serious about this whole thing, aren't you?
I am a researcher after all. As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their connection to the fate of living beings. But there is still so much we don't know, especially regarding the mysteries that lie in the starry skies. Which is why I must turn to the all-knowing Irminsul for answers. If only my perception wasn't so limited. Unfortunately, I cannot
वाह
guarantee that
कैसे
my
कैसे
every
गाने
attempt
पे
to
वाइब
tune
करता
with
हूँ मैं भी।
Irminsul will be
चलो गा
successful.
देता हूँ मैं भाई तुम्हारे लिए
Or that doing
बिल्लो
so
बग्गे
will leave
बिल्ले
my
आंदा
consciousness
की
intact.
करेगी बग्गे
am
बग्गे
currently in
बिल्ले
the stage
आदा
of
की
training known
करेगी
as Satyavada life.
बिल्लो बग्गे
Many
बिल्ले आदा
researchers in
की
Sumeru have
करेगी नी
lost
मेरा
their
मार
minds
दाओ
while
बड़े
seeking
खून
to
अंग
attune with
अंग तो
Irminsul during this stage.
वो हो वाला भाई
Sages
बहुत
have said that
बेसुरा जाता है तो वो
Irminsul
मैं करूँगा
contains
नहीं
divine knowledge, and touching such knowledge without the proper preparations and
काले जेली
abilities
बास दी
will only
शकीने
lead
ने
to
कुड़ी
one's mind caving in
दूर
on
दूर
itself.
जावे मेरे काले रंग तो
That's why we meditate alone. We need to ensure that our minds will be calm while minimizing
ये
the
audition चल रहा
possibility
है
of involving anyone else.
Whoa. So knowledge from Irminsul can be super dangerous. Don't you ever feel afraid of the risk, Hypatia?
Of course I do. Especially during nights that are pitch black with no moonlight, and dead silent without even the sound of insects. However, I've been feeling better as of late. I don't get as scared anymore knowing that I have a little neighbor living nearby. I believe that being able to see them is a sort of blessing from the Dendro Archon. But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself, and they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Oh, is that true?
Okay, पाजी मुंबई
Yes,
आपको बुला रहा है ले
to an
भाई
extent.
भाई तुम लोगों को मेरा
Only
वोकल अच्छा लग
children
रहा
can
है
dream in Sumeru. Adults, however, never do.
हाँ
The sages say that wisdom implies rationality, but that which occurs in dreams is often neither rational nor logical. Yes, if one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the
मुंबई
people
बहुत
of
बहुत
Sumeru do not have
मुश्किल हाँ
dreams
भाई
is
वही
seen as
तो
a blessing
सिद्धबाजी
by the sages. They believe that Greater Lord Rukadevata, the god of wisdom, is keeping us away from the foolish delusions you encounter in your sleep. I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City.
गाइस मेरा स्ट्रीम में माइक ऑफ
Ever
रहेगा
since
ठीक है
I
मैं
was a
आता हूँ थोड़ी देर
child,
में
my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life, I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
अच्छा सिद्धू भाजी अगर चैट में हो तो हेलो लिखना एक बार और बाय द वे ग्रीम वेलकम बैक पोल डाल दो इसका अभी कोई फ़ायदा नहीं है भाई वो तो फिर शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम करनी पड़ेगी ना इस चीज़ के लिए शॉर्ट स्ट्रीम में पोल ज़्यादा चलता है लॉन्ग स्ट्रीम में अगर वॉचिंग ज़्यादा आएगी तब मैं पोल डालूंगा हाँ पाजी मैं पूछा इस तुसी कनाडा तो कित्थों दे हो जस्ट कंफर्म क्योंकि है जान पहचान वो भी कनाडा तो ही ने एबॉट्सफोर्ड ओके स्टेट की है भाजी स्टेट दसो स्टेट सिद्धू भाई सबको ले भाई हाँ ये बोल लो तुम ये देखो गाइस अब फोन कितना लैग कर रहा है मेरा ये टेम्परेचर की वजह से कितना टेम्परेचर हो गया 43 और 43 पे आ गया ना तो अब FPS ड्रॉप मारेगा वो गेम भी ऐसा ही है हैवी गेम है ये तो ऑन स्ट्रीम तो ये सही नहीं चलता मेरे से
Think about it, Tainari.
Colombia.
Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering
भाई क्या हाल है
zones. But
वेलकम
isn't
टू द
it
स्ट्रीम
evident that such work
आज
is
कौन
not a
स्ट्रीम कर रहा है भाई
lasting
गेस
solution
करो
to the
कौन हो
problem?
सकता है
As
तुम
Sage
शायद मेरे
Kaji
स्ट्रीम में आ
clearly
चुके हो
stated,
एक बार
your presence and
बहुत
guidance
टाइम
in
पहले
Sumeru City is
जब मैं
pivotal
स्ट्रीम
in
करता
finding
था
a cure for Irminsul.
अब
How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Ghulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kaje, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation.
मैं सिद्धू नहीं हूँ बट मेरी आवाज से कुछ याद आ रहा होगा अगर नहीं याद अच्छी तो मैं अपना इंट्रोड्यूस कर दूंगा ग्रिम को नौकरी से निकाल दिया क्या मैं टेम्परेरी हूँ यहाँ पे अभी फिलहाल ग्रिम तो करेगा लेट्स सी अभी मतलब कब करेगा वो चीज है अगर नहीं कर पाए तो सीधा मैं आ जाऊंगा नो इशू ग्रिम आ गया वापस तो ये वेलकम बैक
Master need of me, Sage Kaje?
ग्रिम का हम फिर से स्वागत करेंगे
You'll know once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And how long will I be required?
वही सिद्धू है बट इंडिया वाला भाई मैं सिद्धू नहीं हूँ
No definite answer as of now.
मैं सिद्धू नहीं हूँ
Do you mean to tell me that despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, you still can't answer the questions I laid out in the letter to my master?
मतलब आर्ट की वॉचिंग यार के अब सीधा 3 हो गया
Then I'm afraid I cannot give you a
क्या मतलब मेरी वॉइस से सभी डर
definite
गए
answer either.
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come.
वो काम नहीं करता नहीं ऐसे तो नहीं काम तो करता है भाई
Tainari, what was that all about?
It's nothing. Some people from the
अच्छा आदमी
academia
था
wanted
ग्रिम
me
पर
to go
कोई
to
नहीं
Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but
चलो गाइस
I
जो
had to
न्यू आ रहे
refuse on
हैं एक
account
बार मैं
of
फिर
all
से
my
अपना इंट्रोड्यूस
responsibilities
करवा
here.
दूं मेरा नाम है जॉनी
But all that
टीवी
can wait.
मैं पहले
How did
जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट
things
की
go
स्ट्रीम
with
करता
Hypatia?
था ड्यू टू सम इश्यूज मेरा टाइम टेबल नहीं बैठ रहा था जिसकी वजह से मैंने अपना चैनल काइंड ऑफ वही कर दिया मतलब बंद कर दिया
Very
मैंने
good. Now that the traveler has made a full recovery,
मेरा
there
नाम जॉनी
shouldn't be
टीवी
any
है
reason for you to tarry
तो
here longer.
अभी सिद्धू
I
बाजी का
assume you will be
थोड़ा
heading to Sumeru
वही था ना
City,
मतलब
correct?
ग्रिम भी बिजी था सिद्धू बाजी भी बिजी थे तो उसकी जगह उन्होंने मेरे को बोला और मैं आ गया यहाँ पे वोटेक्स शायद तुमको याद होगा कि जॉनी टीवी कौन है
I'm afraid I
अगर
don't
नहीं
have any
याद तो कोई
advice for
बात
you
नहीं नो
there.
इशू
Well, do you at least know anyone we can try asking in Sumeru City?
Let me think. My trips to Sumeru City have been fairly short, and most of my acquaintances are researchers. Oh, how about this? I'll write you a letter of introduction that you can give
हाँ,
to a
याद
researcher
है।
I know. He's from the Amorta Darshan and is adept at gathering information. Asking him might prove
मेरे जो
worthwhile.
सब्सक्राइबर्स हैं उनको मैं कभी नहीं
Also,
भूलता।
when you enter
बट अगर
Sumeru City,
सब्सक्राइबर मेरे को
you'll
भूल
probably
गए
end
तो
up
भाई बात ये
receiving
लग गया।
something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in
अरे
handy for
क्रॉनिकल
you,
के
but
हाँ
maybe you
वही
can give it a try.
वो वही वाला कह रहे हो ना?
What is it?
सेकंड फेज वाला।
It's
इसमें
called
किनी
an
जो शो गए ना
Akashic
उसके बाद जो
terminal.
बाकी
It's a tool
इनाजुमा वाले
produced by
सभी
the
कैरेक्टर्स ऐड कर
academia
रहे हैं।
that utilizes the legacy of Greater Lord
वो
Rukkhadevata.
वैसे मैंने एक चीज चेक नहीं किया
Some say
काज़ो
that this item
रीरन
is
कर
the
रहे हैं ना?
very basis of Sumeru's reputation as the City of Wisdom. Needless to say, this
तो
device and
कौन
its usage
कौन
fall
किस
under
पे
the
पुल कर रहा है बताओ
academia's
चैट में।
expertise,
मेरा तो
so
नाविया का
I'll leave it to
वेपन है।
them to show you how to use it.
बस
Great! Next up, Sumeru City!
बाकी
Oh, but wait.
अगर मैं अपने रेडन को डीपीएस बनाना चाहता हूँ तो रेडन को C2 करूंगा। ऊपर से ऊपर हारने से भी W है। हाँ भाई
That's right!
वही तो है।
Kanari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave. Is she doing better now?
Yes, she's doing much better. After being confined to her bed all this time,
इधर कुछ तो
I
गड़बड़
thought
है।
a little walk would do her
क्या
some good.
गड़बड़ है मेरे भाई?
Last I saw her, she was taking the path
जब
towards the
हम हैं
north
तो क्या
crossing.
गम।
She knew you two
सिद्धू
would be
भाई।
leaving soon, so she must have wanted to see you off.
हमारे तो वेल हमारे वेल यूट्यूबर
Farewell.
गाचा
and good
गुरु
luck to you
सिद्धू
both.
नेम तभी तो रखा ही। हाँ गाइस समझ रहे हो ना? ओके ऊपर जाना है हमको। ओ मतलब ये क्वेस्ट कब खत्म हो गया? नहीं नहीं कोई वेल नहीं। हो भाई झूठे।
Never mind. I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
मैं पहले ही बोल रहा हूँ सिद्धू पाजी, करवाना हो तो मेरे से मत करवाना, क्योंकि जो मेरे हाथ का लक है ना बहुत बेकार है, बहुत बेकार है। बंदे 50-50 से ही पहले ही हार जाएंगे। मेरा 50-50 लक बहुत अच्छा नहीं है। ओके तो किसी और से करवाना, मेरे से मत करवाना। मेरे को याद है भाई, मैं खुद अपना 50-50 हारा हूँ। हाँ जीता हूँ मैं बहुत बार, अर्ली पीटी जीता हूँ, बट क्या जीता हूँ मैं सीजवाइन। वो देख वो चीज मेरे को बहुत बुरा लगा। तो खुद जो मेरा खुद का लक है ना उससे भरोसा उठ चुका है।
Getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And
हाँ वही तो।
well, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy.
अभी तो बताओ वो टैक्स मतलब
understand that the most
स्ट्रीम
important thing is
नहीं
for
कर
friends to
पाता
be
मैं।
genuine with one another.
एक तो घर की प्रॉब्लम है बीच में, अभी भी है वैसे तो वो कोई है नहीं, और सेकंड टाइम नहीं बैठता यार।
And sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition.
मेरा बताओ। अरे आपका तो लक देखा ही नहीं मैंने कभी भी। मैं तो अपना लक बता रहा हूँ ना कि हाँ भी मेरा लक सबसे बेकार है।
Before you leave, I have something for you.
रिसेंटली मेरे चिल्ड्रन C1 हुआ। कितने बीटी पे?
It's my recipe for pita pockets.
वीकेंड स्ट्रीम करोगे या रेगुलर? डिपेंड है मेरे भाई।
My handwriting is a little messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat
फिर
them,
तो सिद्धू बाजी
you'll
आपका
both
लक तो
remember
बहुत
your
सही है
time
यार।
here in Gandharvaville.
लक बहुत अच्छा आपका फिर तो, इसी के हिसाब से। पहले ग्रेंटेड में था 20 पीटी पे 50-50 विन। अरे भाई
Well then, I, trainee forest ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
इसके कितने चैप्टर्स हैं वैसे? ये पहला चैप्टर आई थिंक हम कंप्लीट कर चुके हैं एक हिसाब से। आर्गन कर रहे हो? ये बड़ी आर्गन क्वेस्ट कर रहा हूँ मैं। चलो जी, अब चलते हैं सुमेरु सिटी की तरफ। लेट्स गो। बोलना तो नहीं चाहिए वैसे। आई थिंक उसके लक मतलब जो आईडी है, आईडी का लक खत्म हो गया होगा, उसकी वजह से लक थोड़ा बेकार चलता है। ऐसे नहीं कि अकेला उसका है, मेरा भी वही हाल है भाई। अब मैं पता है वो चीज़ देख के मैं गुस्सा आ गया। मैं जब लाइक फर्स्ट टाइम जो मैं आईडी चला रहा था, मैं कहाँ चढ़ रहा हूँ वैसे, हाँ, जो आईडी में खेल रहा था ना फॉर स्ट्रीम, ये तो चलो है मेरी मेन आईडी जो मैं स्टार्टिंग से खेलता हुआ आ रहा हूँ, बट जो स्ट्रीम के लिए मैंने एक अलग आईडी बनाई थी उसमें भी मैं 50-50 लूज़ किया हूँ। पहले 50-50 लूज़ किया, मेरा फर्स्ट 5 स्टार कटर निकला डिलुक, उसके बाद निकला न्यू विलेट, उसके बाद मैं फिर से लूज़ किया हूँ बट मेरे को मोना निकली, वो तो चलो ठीक है। उसके बाद फिर मैंने फ्रीना निकाला है। कोई ना, हाजी तो लगा रहता है। हाँ ट्रस्टी, नेक्स्ट टाइम ध्यान रखियो। तेरा शॉट तो अपलोड हो चुका है, बाकी स्पेस वॉकर का करना है और छोटे का भी करना है, ठीक है? तो दोनों का साथ में होगा। बाकी अगर स्ट्रीम की बात कर रहे हो तो स्ट्रीम की मिलेगा 8:30 के आसपास। जब स्ट्रीम एंड होगा तब मिल पाएगा, मिल जाएगा तुमको।
In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you too have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about. It sounds pretty amazing.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. However, this policy was recently changed, and now all travelers are issued one upon arrival. Here are your Akasha terminals. Please handle them with care.
ये जेंशिन 30 तारीख को क्या डालेगा? एक्साइटेड हूँ। 30 तारीख को कुछ भी डाल सकता है।
It kind of looks like a leaf.
देखते हैं वाकई।
Simply hold it in your hand and say the
And guys, redeem कर लेना कोड, ठीक है?
May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
Oh, since this little doodad lets you access knowledge, maybe we can use it to find a way to meet Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let's give it a try. May the mighty God bless us with their voice of wisdom.
दूसरा कोड ये था और तीसरा कोड ये। जिन्होंने रिडीम नहीं किया रिडीम कर लेना गाइस।
Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing. It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get it. Oh, that'll come in real handy.
Exactly. That is the power of the Akasha. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanagi. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched... Okay, next, let's concentrate on asking how to meet her. Oh, come on! Ugh. Focusing on this question feels like when you have something you're trying to remember and it's on the tip of your tongue, but you just can't think of it.
रोटी बस से स्ट्रीम करने तो बाद
Paimon's brain is exhausted.
बात ठीक है मेरे से डिपेंड रहे हो ओके गो गो गो
What are you going to ask it?
ओ हाँ ठीक है मजाक किया मैं मजाक किया तो सीरियस क्यों ले लेने हो ओ यार काम भी जरूरी सी का सिद्धू भाई आप किस पे पुल कर रहे हो बताओ किस पे पुल कर रहे हो
Paimon's get... You... He's from Sumit... Let's see.
अरे भाई अभी तक खत्म नहीं हुआ
The letter's envelope. Oh, it's not far from the city's gate.
स्कोफर
Hello, are you
स्कोफियर है शायद है ना मैं गलत बोल रहा हूँ स्कोफर नहीं स्कोफियर
Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here and...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month...
Here, this is a letter...
Oh, let me see. Seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of expertise, but let me see what I can find in the Akasha. Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting information and all that? Paimon was sure you'd be able to access more info than we did.
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon.
बताओ सिद्धू भाई
All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusan... The Dendro Archon... And besides, in this world, take me for example.
Okay. Thanks for your advice.
Don't mention it. If you two ever want information about things like who's... Hey, come on!
So what do we do now? Even if... Huh? Like, oh, you're...
Add extra episodes.
Astra Abyssosque. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you.
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest brigade, but they are responsible for managing and coordinating the affairs of all other mercenary brigades.
Corps of 30? What a weird name.
Supposedly, they are named as such because their ranks numbered 30 at their inception. Asfand, an advisor with the Corps of 30, maintains good relations with the If you'd like to get in contact with, you're welcome.
खत्म हो जा भाई.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Reykjavik!
अरे हाँ, स्कर्क को तो मैं भूल ही गया था एक हिसाब से. स्कर्क भी निकालना भाई मेरे को. पिछले साल भाई नो क्रायो रीरन, इस साल पूरे क्रायो ही क्रायो आ रहे हैं. आई थिंक जेंशिन वाले पूरी बात सुन रहे हैं. किसी ने वेलकिन बोला, कान बज रहे हैं. ग्रीन कान कान.
Nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
ओ नो की वाचिंग बढ़िया. लेके आओ भाई, वाचिंग लेके आओ. अगर वाचिंग लेके आओगे ना फिर वेलकिन. अब ग्रिम ने सही सुना होगा. अब मैंने वेलकिन बोला.
It's true that the Eremites network.
Wait, seriously?
इंचर देख सकते हो.
Afraid so. The Eremites
When we
are
reach 20
terribly
watching and 30 likes,
so we don't know
one
much
Welkin
about
giveaway
divinities.
on the way.
As far as the Akasha goes,
तो अभी 17 लाइक्स हुए हैं, तो हमको सिर्फ 13 लाइक और चाहिए.
We originally
और
came
व्यूअर
from
के
the
हिसाब से हमको 12 व्यूअर्स चाहिए.
Gods there
ठीक है.
died off long ago.
फिर देन व्हील द स्पिन
Since
होगा.
those days,
पार्ट
we
मतलब
used our
व्हील
own
द स्पिन
two
से पहले
hands to carve
पार्टिसिपेंट्स का नाम लिखेंगे.
We
फिर
don't
देन
beg
वो हो
gods
जाएगा.
for their aid. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why's that?
Just take the in their eyes. She, because of the academia, not to mention that.
Really?
Ha! But.
Alright. Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here.
Hello, cheer, welcome back.
Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa,
मम्मी यहाँ कौन है?
Then do you know how we can meet with her?
Good.
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a
Number देख लो,
legend
number.
about the Dendro Archon.
जानते हैं?
Sure.
यार
It
top
goes
पे
like
है.
this.
10
Long
एंटी दे
ago,
नीचे.
there was a man who heard a prophecy. It predicted that a great calamity was about to
Block कर
befall
दो.
him. Panicked by what he
Message आ रहा
heard,
है.
the man sought out the Dendro Archon in
नहीं
hopes
जानते.
that she would bless him with the wisdom to help him escape his predicament. The man journeyed across deserts and through rainforests and experienced tribulations of every kind. However, he still couldn't find any trace of the Dendro Archon. In despair, he thought, alas, the Archon has abandoned me. He then had no choice but to sorrowfully resign to his fate.
Okay, and then what happened?
And then, the calamity came. But to his own surprise, the man felt somehow emboldened by the trials of his journey. by relying on his own. At that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, Archon. Along your journey, we were in.
Yeah, my work is done.
Dunyarzad.
Of course. I'm terribly sorry, but.
Hey, wait! What the heck just happened? It looks like they're searching for someone.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress?
Did she have bandages wrapped around her wrists?
Yes, that's her.
Yeah, she went that way.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for a while. Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad.
मेरा ही अकाउंट है यामू भाई एंड वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। मैं सिद्धू पाजी नहीं हूँ। मैंने ही नहीं किया भाई, आफ्टर 6 मंथ कर रहा हूँ मैं अपने आईडी में और मेरा रियल अकाउंट है ये।
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now. We threw those people looking for you off the trail.
Really? Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I believe there's still more of them out there looking for me. Uh-oh, looks like there are some coming this way.
Huh? More of them? Then what are we standing here for? Run!
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. It's difficult for me to run. Okay, sounds good. There's a tavern on the other side of the port we can go to. They probably.
All right, let's move out.
Trust me. Just take my word for it.
और ये कंप्लीट हो जाए फिर मैं स्ट्रीम एंड करूँगा गाइज। उससे पहले जो पिन चैट किया है वो टास्क कंप्लीट कर दो। अगर उससे ये ख़त्म होने से पहले अगर क्वेस्ट हो जाता है तो गिव अवे होगा वेल्किन का, अदरवाइज स्ट्रीम सीधा एंड हो जाएगा।
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait, stand down, Dia.
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me hide.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you? And why are you shooing us away?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns home safe and sound. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for so long that your parents are worrying themselves sick.
And if I refuse to go with you?
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But
Okay,
if you
Sidhu Bhaji,
insist on
welcome
not
back.
going, then I'll have to carry you
सिद्धू
like
भाई
a sack of potatoes.
इस तो बाद ना मैं स्ट्रीम एंड कर दूंगा ये कंप्लीट हो गया।
Already said she doesn't want to go back.
अगर जे वो गोल कंप्लीट ना होया तो
Stay out of this. You don't understand the situation. Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard, your parents are my employers. I have to answer to them.
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer? So you never listen to my parents ever again. Double? A triple? Give me some time and I'll get that much.
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right thing to do. And knowing your health, carelessly running around like this is gonna hurt ya.
वुवा खेल रहे हो क्या?
Those who love you,
किससे पूछ रहे हो?
don't be
वोटेक्स?
stubborn.
सिद्धू भाई से?
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. Honestly, the only people being stubborn right now are my parents. And they know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home or not. They still won't accept reality. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. This should be old news to you.
मैं पहले खेलता था, अब खेलता नहीं हूँ। इतना पता चला है कि मेरे को फर्स्ट एनिवर्सरी चल रहा है हुआ का। मन तो कर रहा है, but storage नहीं है। प्रॉब्लम ये है। कर तो लूँ मैं। अभी जो मैंने जेंशिन इंस्टॉल किया, मैंने सिद्धू बाजी की वजह से किया, नहीं तो जेंशिन अनइंस्टॉल था मेरा।
This is my life and my last chance. So I want to do something meaningful.
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Fine, I won't app it. Let me make something very...
Thank you, Dia.
Don't worry. Today's little excursion, since this definitely won't... So, I'll let you...
Skip.
Yay! I'm fine.
My lady.
I'm sorry for worrying you too.
Sure.
Lay to bear.
Well, if it isn't Dia. Haven't seen you in nearly half a year. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Don't you find that kind of work boring?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you very often. We'll be sure to prepare our very best.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and I really ought to save as much as I can. But please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Yeah, we're already super grateful for everything you told us about Lesser Lord Kusanali.
How about our charcoal-baked agelenach cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there are eating some now.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. What do you have against my slime dishes? Dunyarzad, we asked a lot of people when we first arrived, and almost nobody was interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, what made you want to follow her?
Well, remember when you asked me if I knew how to meet the Dendro Archon?
मैं तो Valorant
Even
खेलने
though
लग
I
गया था
don't
बीच
know
में जब
how,
दोस्त का
I
लैपटॉप मिला
think
था.
I've actually seen her before.
Huh? Really?
Yes, it was when I was a child. At the time, my illness had kept me bedridden for the better part of a year. I was stuck inside and couldn't make any friends, and my parents did their best to find treatments for me. But even then, the Akasha didn't have any helpful information. My younger self no longer had any hopes or dreams. One flare-up was so bad that I was in a semi-conscious state for several days. Then one night, I woke up alone in my room. I was terrified. My body was paralyzed. Even if I cried, there was no sound. At that moment, an ethereal voice spoke in my mind. Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry.
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I Really? Of course. Wow. Dunyarzad. What? Huh? Then, then...
After that, the voice said, "Okay, I'll be your friend." Although my body was suffering, beyond my window was... Once I finally made it, but I know that that voice wasn't a fake. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping... It's Lesser Lord Kus. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. When she passed away, the holiday eventually became a celebration of the Lesser Lord's birthday. I heard everyone was overjoyed when they welcomed her back to Sumeru. In those days, the festival was a huge deal. But because of the academia, maybe they see lesser... It is. It's sure the Greater Lord...
Just remember that we're still...
I know that people... But recently, I gave her my saving...
Hold on. My lady, does this...
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nurse...
Yes. I've agreed with Nilu to meet...
Sure. That's quite the trip, though. I'll carry you.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift.
मैं तो भी क्लास ऑफ प्लान खेलने का मन कर रहा हूँ. मैं क्लास ऑफ प्लान खेल लूँ क्या?
And if anything happens to you, then I'd really never hear the end of it from your father.
But of course. Nilu will be thrilled to hear there are more people interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
अरे भाई, go to the Grand Bazaar. ग्रैंड बाजार यहाँ पे है. अगर इसके बाद भी अंडा हुआ तो मैं सीधा वो कर दूंगा, बंद कर दूंगा गेम. बाद में देखा जाएगा क्योंकि काम पेंडिंग रहता है बाकी होगा. नीलो.
Sorry.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught, right?
You could say that.
Oh. And who are these two?
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends.
So you're followers from another land? That's wonderful. You two... By the way,
You're very well.
Probably?
Not bad.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. We reported it to academia many times. But they never sent anyone to deal with it. Oh, the academia looks down on We can't let that happen, though. Thank the Danger Archon for Dunyarzad. But the more she gave us, the stage is...
And I can't wait to...
Nilu!
She'll be dancing.
Dunyarzad.
I only told them...
Okay. According to some of the gods, as she danced those brilliant purple flowers. Huh? Although they aren't around anymore, they're preserved in our tradition of dance. This outfit I'm wearing is apparently based on how the goddess of flowers, though we're just...
Nilu, you... Yeah.
Thinking about if my state...
All of Lesser Lord...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey!
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zerus festival together?
Dunyarzad, everyone at the Grand...
Okay, अब जाना ही पड़ेगा गाइस. ओके गाइस, आज के लिए इतना ही. आई होप आपको स्ट्रीम अच्छी लगी है तो या ड्रॉप अ लाइक and also don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon and all, and also don't forget to share this stream to your friends, क्योंकि आगे जाके वेल्की गिवअवेज होते रहेंगे. तो बस ये है, अब जो नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम करूँगा उसका पिन चार्ट देख लेना कि भाई क्या गोल चाहिए. अगर वो गोल कंप्लीट हुआ तो वेल्किंग गिवअवे होगा. तो ओके, मिलते हैं गाइस नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में. तब तक के लिए बाय बाय, गुड नाइट एंड टेक केयर.